Itstyrenee here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I think it's a little too late to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Happy New Year, happy 2024. This is like my first scripted video at that for this year. I do apologize of what feels like being gone for so long. I don't think I posted a video of myself in December, and I definitely didn't in January. Do apologize about that. Life is just life, and in a good way. I just been busy and just working on some things and just making sure, I got some things taken care of. Before I do get into everything here, I do want to let you guys know in advance that this is going to be the last scripted video. Today is actually February 14th, which you would probably see that by the time I upload this, because usually I film, edit, and upload on the same day. That's just me. But this is going to be my last video until I complete Rebirth. I plan for my next scripted, at least, video to be just an overall review of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. As of now, I have not played the demo, so I just really want to keep all the good stuff for the 29th so I can experience everything in whole. For some reason, I have not been tempted to play it. Like, I bought my PlayStation 5, as you guys had seen on Instagram or Twitter, and I literally pulled it up on my screen, and then all of a sudden I was like, nah, I don't have the desire to play it. I just want to experience everything whole. But that is besides the point. Today's video, I am actually going to do an unpopular opinions video of Final Fantasy 15. If you guys hadn't noticed by now, with everything I play, I tend to do an unpopular opinions video after doing like a review on it. Well, at least for Final Fantasy, I was already doing unpopular opinions for Kingdom Hearts because I grew up playing it, but I am fairly new into Final Fantasy. This is about to be my second year experiencing everything. So just recently, I had played Final Fantasy 15 for the first time this past October, and I already did my review, but I hadn't got the chance to immediately follow that up with an unpopular opinions video. Did I say that right? Yes, unpopular opinions video. So I kind of created a tradition and I'm gonna stick with it. But before we get into everything here, please do not forget to follow me on all social platforms, like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into these opinions. Well, unfortunately, I don't have exactly 15 opinions on this game, but we're gonna work with what we got. First one, this might be a little controversial, and I love me some Noctis. I love my baby. That's my son. I will do everything and anything for him. I really would. But I don't think he should have been in Tekken. Now, I am not the biggest Tekken fan in the entire world. When I was younger, the only Tekken game I played on a regular was 4, because my mom's significant other at the time had that copy during the PlayStation 2 days, and I only played it on arcade mode, specifically 2-player mode, because when you have a sibling, you have to share with them with literally everything. So I could not experience story mode and understand that characters actually had their own stories and there was an actual storyline to the games and what had occurred in the past within Tekken 4, and then what's to come now as of the most recent game being Tekken 8. But I will say, before I get into everything, Christy Montero is my Pookie. She deserves everything. I wanted to be her when I was younger. I thought I was going to grow up looking like her and being like her, and she's just a boss bitch. Anyways, I know that Square Enix wanted to do something fun and different, but y'all have to understand that Noctis is not a fist fighter for, well, a game that involves characters, well, fist fighting. If anything, I think we can all collectively agree and come together and say that Tifa Lockhart is absolutely perfect for Tekken, since we'll be getting 8 well, we already have Tekken 8, and then Rebirth will be here later this year. I just thought that maybe Square Enix would probably give it another chance and just do that, you know, give a Tifa DLC for Tekken. I think I've seen a tiny bit of Noctis's gameplay for Tekken. I don't remember correctly. I really don't have to look back at it again because I only saw it once during my first gameplay of 15. I don't remember him using his fists to fight the other characters. I just don't think it works very well. But at the end of the day, Tifa Lockhart, baby, you deserve the world. You're my Pookie. You're my daughter. I want the best for you, and you deserve to shine in a fist fighting game like that. Thank you. Well, my second unpopular opinion is fishing in the game is fun. I'm not gonna lie, when I tried fishing for the first time, I was incredibly overwhelmed because what I did was, instead of reeling and pulling back and forth, I was just pulling back and forth and back and forth. That was the first time I did it, and it took me 5 minutes just to bring the damn fish in. But once I got the hang of it, I really enjoyed it. But for some reason, after chapter 9, fishing was really hard, and there were like so many different things to use. There was like so much bait and just different like reels and just things of that sort. Overall, I do enjoy it and I can't complain about it. I do like it more in the beginning half of the story, but I feel like once things got serious, I was legit not able to catch any fish. And I'm not an expert in fishing in any shape or form. So I was just like mixing and matching different things, and I just could not collect anything. But I feel like if you don't like fishing in Final Fantasy 15, you're a liar. You probably don't get love at home. Who hurt you? You need to be more fun. And stop being so serious. Number 3, Ignis is the suitable driver, for me at least. I don't know if it's just me, but I am completely horrible when it comes to driving in video games. Whether it's driving the boat, driving a car, driving a bus, driving a train, well, you can't drive an airplane, fly an airplane, anything with automobiles and sorts of transportation, I cannot do it at all. So I let Ignis do all the driving, and let Noctis be the passenger princess. The only time I did not let Noctis be the passenger princess when it was required for him to do the driving, and that happened in, I believe, 2 or 3 instances. But yeah, I don't like driving at all in real life and in video games. Alrighty, number 4. I personally believe that Noctis was the only one that like lost his life in the finale. And I know what you're thinking to yourself. You're probably thinking, well, duh, Ty. But here's the thing. I saw a theory and it literally triggered me. I saw a theory of all of the boys dying in the end, and absolutely not. To me, it just does not make sense because Noctis was the one that had to make that sacrifice to restore the world. The only duty the other boys had was to protect Noctis, and they did just that. And I think that the other boys lived in peace and harmony just like the rest of the world after Noctis made such a sacrifice and the demons went away for good. And it just sucks that how he had to give up his life just to make sure everybody else was okay. But it's even worse to even just think that all of the boys had to give it up just for everybody else to be okay. That hurts more than just Noctis like being the one dying and he can't be with his best friend again. Whew. That ending still traumatized me. I don't even want to talk about it. Number 5, the Leviathan boss fight was fun. I saw a lot of people like on TikTok saying that they were stressed out over this fight. I don't know about y'all, but I had a great time. I had a wonderful time. I couldn't understand what the creature was saying, but like, hey, that's just me. And of course, everything will be overwhelming the first time you try it. Believe me, I was overwhelmed because I did not think I was going to beat it, but I had a great time outside of Luna, you know. Yeah, but I had fun. Number 6, I do not like Iris. I don't know if it was just me, but I got irritated damn near every time she was on the screen. And at first I thought I was being a little too harsh on her, but once she started to flirt with Noctis, that's when I became agitated. don't think that's a common opinion, but I just wanted to put that out there. And a lot of people gonna say, oh, she's just a child, da 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 da. But my issue is more so of her flirting with a man that everybody knows is going to be married. Please have respect and have boundaries. And I'm glad that Noctis, you know, was nice about it, but was able to put up a wall and say, nah, we're not doing this. But I'm not really feeling Iris. Sorry. Number 7, I have mixed feelings with how Gladio is towards Noct after the events of chapter 9. A lot of people did say that they hated Gladius when it came to how he was speaking to Noctis, for the way that he did. And then some fully understood where he was coming from and labeled it as tough love. To be honest with you, I really do not know how to feel about that entire situation. I do understand that he was trying to help his friend keep focus on the journey, but at the same time, somebody losing their dad and their fiance within a short period of time, while seeing that his friend made such a huge sacrifice of losing his eyesight, I feel like if Gladio gave Noctis more grace, then I wouldn't have too much of an issue of it. But it's really a 50-50 for me. Alrighty, number 8, Noctis's best dynamic slash relationship slash friendship is with Prompto out of all the boys. Before I played the game for the first time, I had noticed a lot of people favoring Noctis and Ignis's dynamic, and don't get me wrong, I do love Noctis's relationship and what he has with Ignis, but his relationship with Prompto just warms my heart. His relationship with Prompto stands out in like completely different aspects. Prompto is obviously not normal, and Noctis just accepts him for the way that he is. He was always reassuring to Prompto that he loved him no matter what, and he was incredibly apologetic with the whole him pushing off the train incident. Fuck Arden for that. But their dialogue between each other in some instances is just very much of how siblings communicate with each other. And I also love just the little detail of Prompto just not tapping on Noctis's shoulder just to find a photo spot, and Noctis even volunteering himself to do a photo shoot for him. And they're just some cutie patooties, and I love them with everything in me, and their dynamic is just completely comforting. Number 9, the portrayal of Lunafreya in the movie should have been shown within the game. When it comes to Final Fantasy, nobody is going to look into the franchise from a cinematic view at first and then go into the games. I mean, you're not an intelligent person would do that. I'm gonna put that nicely. But I will be 100% with you all. I've only seen the prequel movie. I forgot the name of the movie already, but I've only watched the movie one time and never looked back. However, I will say that what Lunafreya had did in the movie, I could not even tell you, because honestly that movie was so forgettable. But I know that she had a lot more involved in the film than what she did in the game, and I really wish that had reflected in the games within itself. Now, I did hear that a lot of people said that she had more involvement in the book too. I have not read the book yet, but I will definitely look into that soon, because I am still reading 2 books at the same time, technically 3. So I need to finish 1 or 2 books so I can read others, because I'm just adding on to my book log and letting it collect dust. Anyways, I say that to say it's not that she didn't have a lot of involvement in 15. I just wish she had more. And it was like after she died, it was kind of like she didn't matter until like the epilogue in a sense. But yeah, I need to read the book to see more of her involvement. And I would like to do a video essay on her sometime in the future. Not anytime soon, but I just want to do a whole video of just talking about her, because she has potential. Speaking of potential, this also leads into the 10th and final opinion that I have. Alrighty, my 10th and final opinion is not very unpopular, but Noctis and Lunafreya needed more screen time as a couple. I know it's not unpopular, but I haven't really seen too much of detail as far as what people wanted to see in the relationship. From me, or from the game rather, we've only seen interactions of them as children, and the incident that occurred in Altisha, and of course the reunion in the afterlife, in which they had been married at that point. I personally would have loved to seen flashbacks of them growing up as children, but it develops from children to preteen, teenagers, and obviously where Noctis proposed to Luna. Obviously, it was an idea given to Noctis's dad that Noctis should be married to Luna. If I remember, it was Arden in the movie. Again, I really don't remember that movie, but even if it was someone else's idea, I would at least like to see Noctis getting down on one knee and proposing. And we saw a little bit of like the wedding like excitement when Luna was like looking at her dress, but I just would have liked to see just a little bit more of that. And I'm not saying like they could have had like a whole engagement party and everything, because obviously chaos was going on, so they really couldn't do like the traditional wedding things that we in present time could do. But I really do believe they could have had the potential of being like the it couples of Final Fantasy, like with Cloud and Tifa, Tidus and Yuna, and even Clive and Jill, even though I've never touched Final Fantasy 16 a day in my entire life. But they really had the it factor as far as physical appearance. But I just really wish that they were written well enough and they would have been like that couple. They really could have. So I've been sitting on my feet the entire time of the filming of this video, and now my feet are numb. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. My feet hurt really bad. I can't feel anything, but that is actually the conclusion of today's video. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Comment down below your unpopular opinion so we can start a discussion. What are you feeling of what I said? Is there something that you wish I would have brought up? Just let me know in the comments. My feet hurt, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you soon. Take care now. Bye.